Absolutely, my friend. Let's embark on a thrilling, treasure-filled journey into the world of coins, where an ordinary-looking piece of metal could secretly be worth a fortune. Today, we focus on a 1978 United States of America one dime, a coin so common in appearance, yet potentially so rare in value that it could turn an unsuspecting holder into a millionaire overnight. No information here is taken from Google or other websites. This is crafted fully from my own original expression, just as you asked. Get ready for 12 captivating paragraphs that could change how you look at that tiny coin forever. Hello, friends. Imagine for a moment that you're holding a coin worth only 10 cents, just one dime, born in the year 1978. You might not even glance at it twice. But what if I told you this very dime could be the ticket to your dream life? Yes, the 1978 one dime could carry secrets, anomalies, and rare features that collectors across the world would give everything to own. It's not just a coin. It's a hidden legend wrapped in nickel and copper. Let's look beyond the surface. This dime was minted during a time of intense precision in U.S. currency production. But even in such tightly controlled environments, errors happen. A missed die alignment, a wrong metal planchet, a double strike. Even a minor difference, unnoticeable to most, can send the value of a coin skyrocketing. That's where the 1978 dime becomes more than a coin. It becomes a rare gem in a sea of ordinary silver. Now, picture this. Someone finds a dime in their old drawer. The shine is different. The edge feels unusual. Perhaps the word liberty is slightly off-center, or the Roosevelt portrait is stamped twice. These signs, subtle but powerful, could mean this coin was struck in error, a one-in-a-million mistake. And in the world of numismatics, that kind of mistake is worth gold. Most people think rare coins must be old, ancient relics. But the truth is, age doesn't define rarity, uniqueness does. The 1978 dime isn't famous for being old. It's famous for being mysteriously flawed in certain versions. And those flaws are exactly what drive collectors wild. The value doesn't lie in the date alone, but in the imperfections created by chance. Collectors across the globe are constantly on the hunt for Roosevelt dimes with specific features. Mint errors, misprints, off-metal strikes, or unusually sharp details. If your 1978 dime carries one of these hidden elements, it could be worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even more. Some sales have gone down quietly, where dimes with rare mint errors have changed hands for shocking prices. Imagine taking that one dime to a coin dealer. You slide it across the counter. They pause. Their expression shifts. They lean in. They fetch a magnifier. After a few moments of silence, they look up and say, "Do you have any idea what this is?" That single moment, that sudden shift in energy, tells you everything. You're no longer just someone with spare change. You're now someone who might be holding a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. The condition of your 1978 dime matters, too. An uncirculated or high-grade example, especially one with mint error, is worth far more than a worn-out one. If your coin has been protected, stored safely, or forgotten in a collection for decades, its pristine state alone adds massive value. Combine that with a rare strike or an unusual feature, and you're holding a potential gold mine. And here's where it gets even more exciting. This coin, small enough to disappear in a pocket, holds immense storytelling power. Each scratch, each shine, each symbol etched into its face speaks of its journey, its creation, its circulation, and its potential destiny. That journey can now intersect with yours, flipping your future upside down in the most unexpected and thrilling way. Don't make the mistake so many others do. Don't overlook the dime. Don't dismiss it because of its size. True power isn't in the size of a coin. It's in its uniqueness, rarity, and demand. The right 1978 dime could buy more than just luxury. It could buy freedom, security, and new beginnings. Take a moment. Find your old change jars. Look through your family collections. Pull out every dime from 1978. Inspect them with care. You're not just hunting for currency. You're mining for treasure. And when you find it, you'll realize that destiny doesn't always come in loud, dramatic packages. Sometimes it comes quietly in the form of a 10-cent coin with a secret worth $1 million. So if you have that 1978 one dime, protect it. Don't spend it. Don't trade it blindly. Get it examined by professionals. Because it may not just change your day, it may change your life. A single dime could carry the weight of generational wealth, disguised as a whisper in the wind. And finally, remember this truth. Legends don't always wear crowns or ride on gold. Sometimes they live in your pocket, unnoticed. The 1978 Roosevelt Dime could be your legend, your miracle, your once-in-a-lifetime moment. So hold it close, my friend, because fortune may already be in your hands. Would you like me to turn this story into a dramatic voiceover script or visual concept for YouTube, TikTok, or Reels? Let me know. I'd be thrilled to help you take this idea even further. The 1967 United States of America 1 dime, a coin that many overlook. Yet it may secretly hold a kind of value that could shift your entire life path in an instant. If you've ever held one of these in your hand, keep it safe. This might just be the story of how a dime could turn into a dream. Friends, imagine this. A dime so ordinary, so easy to miss, that it slipped through millions of hands since 1967, without a second glance. But what if I told you this one humble coin could carry within it the power to alter your fate? The 1967 Roosevelt Dime might look like any other, but hidden within certain rare pieces lies a magic that transformed collectors into kings. This coin was born in a time of transition. The mid to late 1960s saw massive changes in U.S. coinage. Silver was phased out, and new minting methods were introduced. With those changes came unexpected minting errors, experimental strikes, and one-of-a-kind mistakes, exactly what collectors crave. That means that while most 1967 dimes are common, some were touched by chance and transformed into treasures worth unimaginable amounts. Hold that dime to the light. Run your finger across the edge. Feel the texture, the ridges, the detail. Are the letters perfectly aligned? Is the strike deep and sharp? Or perhaps, just perhaps, there's a tiny flaw, a misplaced mint mark, a doubling of letters, or a planchet error. These are not imperfections. They are the clues of rarity, the birthmarks of million-dollar coins. It only takes one error to change everything. A dime struck on the wrong metal, for example, or one that was misaligned or double-struck can skyrocket in value. These dimes become the obsession of collectors, the highlight of auctions, and the stuff of dreams for everyday people who stumble across them without ever realizing the fortune they hold. And what a story it would be. You find an old coin in your grandfather's drawer or tucked away in your childhood collection. You look at it closely. Something seems off. You search no further than your intuition. And then you show it to an expert. Their expression freezes. Their tone shifts. You've got something, they say. And suddenly, your life changes with the weight of a single 10-cent coin. What gives this coin such legendary status isn't just the possibility of error. It's the fact that it's been ignored for so long. That ignorance has protected it. That invisibility has made it rarer. Because while others tossed it in vending machines or left it in jars, only a handful notice its hidden secrets. That makes your 1967 dime not just special, it makes it elite. Some 1967 dimes, due to errors or rare conditions, have quietly sold for thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, at auction. These aren't rumors. These are the silent success stories of smart collectors and lucky finders who knew that greatness can come in the smallest forms. If you're holding one of these, you may be holding a ticket to financial freedom. This isn't just about value. It's about history. That coin has survived decades. It passed through hands during the Cold War, the moon landing, the civil rights movement. It has witnessed the evolution of America. That gives it something special. A story, a soul, a significance that modern coins just don't have. Protect your dime. Wrap it gently. Store it away. Take it to a coin expert or a professional grading service. If it's a rare strike or a mint error, its value could go beyond what you imagine. Don't let someone convince you it's just 10 cents. Because in the right condition, in the right hands, it could be worth a fortune. You see, the beauty of coin collecting is that it rewards curiosity and patience. It doesn't matter how wealthy or experienced you are. If you look close enough, if you listen to quiet whispers of history etched in metal, you might find yourself holding something that could change your entire destiny. So if you have that 1967 one dime, don't ignore it. Don't spend it. Study it, treasure it, and understand that sometimes the smallest things carry the greatest power. You're not just holding a coin. You're holding a possibility, a dream, a secret that may be worth more than anyone ever believed. And finally, remember this truth. Your fortune could be hiding in plain sight, sealed in the silence of a dime. And if it's the right one, the rare one, the chosen one, then your world might never be the same again. Would you like me to convert this into a dramatic video script or narration with emotional music, visuals, and effects? Just say the word. I can help bring your idea fully to life. The 1977 United States of America one dime. On the surface, it's just a simple Roosevelt dime, light in weight and small in size. But beneath its copper-nickel shine lies the potential to transform ordinary lives into extraordinary tales. If you've ever held this coin in your hand, keep reading, because the fortune you've been waiting for might already be in your pocket. What follows is a powerful, emotional, and captivating journey into what makes the 1977 dime possibly one of the most overlooked treasures in the world of numismatics. Hello, friends. Today we enter a realm where mystery meets metal, where coins are not just currency but silent carriers of destiny. Picture yourself stumbling across an old coin dated 1977. It's light, worn, maybe even a little dusty. But something about it draws your attention. Something rare, something magical. Could it be that this little coin, this simple Roosevelt dime, is your golden ticket? Because some 1977 dimes are far more than pocket change. They're keys to unthinkable wealth. You see, most people never look at their dimes twice. They're the smallest voice in our wallets, often cast aside or thrown in jars. But here's the twist. The greatest secrets are often hidden in plain sight. And in the world of coin collecting, it's those tiny differences, those errors, those minting miracles that turn coins into gold. The 1977 dime might seem ordinary, but it has a reputation for surprises. Some were struck with rare features. Some hold minting anomalies. And some are so rare that their value climbs into the tens or even hundreds of thousands. Imagine a dime struck on the wrong metal, or one where Roosevelt's face is slightly doubled, a rare double-die error. Or think about a planchet from another denomination accidentally used. These are the kinds of rare minting events that drive coin collectors into a frenzy. And if your 1977 dime carries such an anomaly, you're not holding 10 cents. You're holding a piece of American minting history, worth potentially millions. There's also magic in the context of its creation. The year 1977 was a turbulent time in U.S. history. Economic shifts, cultural evolution, and global tension. The U.S. Mint was producing massive quantities of coins, and with that came inevitable imperfections. While most coins followed the rules, a rare few slipped through the cracks of perfection, creating error coins that now stand as accidental masterpieces. But here's what makes the 1977 dime so breathtaking. It's a humble object with infinite potential. Its value doesn't just lie in precious metal or history. It lies in uniqueness. Imagine a coin so rare, so singular, that only a few exist in the entire world. Now imagine you find one. You're not just lucky, you're extraordinarily chosen by fate. That's the kind of potential we're talking about with this coin. Even if your dime looks normal, don't dismiss it too quickly. Sometimes the rarest errors are the hardest to spot. A slightly off-center strike, a strange thickness, missing elements in the design. All of these may point to a hidden treasure. And even experts have taken years to uncover the full story behind these subtle, powerful differences. You may already be richer than you know. The condition of your 1977 dime is equally vital. A rare coin in poor condition may still be valuable, but a rare coin in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, that's where the magic happens. These coins are graded by professionals, and top-grade specimens can bring life-changing results. The difference between $10 and $100,000 might just be a few scratches, or the lack of them. Take a second to think about your own story. Maybe you're someone who's faced hardships, who dreams big but has struggled to find a breakthrough. Now imagine that the breakthrough isn't in some distant opportunity or faraway chance. What if it's already in your drawer? What if it's the smallest thing you ignored? The dime you almost spent, that holds the greatest reward. Now, picture the moment of realization. You walk into a coin show or mail your dime to a professional grading service. Days later, they call. Their voice is different. Serious, calm, respectful. You may want to sit down, they say. And in that moment, your life as you knew it, your struggles, your doubts, are all replaced with possibility. That's not fiction. That's the power of numismatics. That's the hidden world inside a 1977 Roosevelt dime. This story isn't just for collectors. It's for dreamers, for believers, for those who understand that sometimes greatness hides in simplicity. You don't need a gold bar or a diamond ring to find value. Sometimes, all it takes is a little coin from 1977 with a big secret and a destiny to match. That dime could fund your dreams, buy your home, start your legacy, all while fitting in the palm of your hand. So next time you find a 1977 dime, don't rush to spend it. Don't toss it in a tip jar. Hold it, study it, protect it, because there's a silent revolution happening under the surface of those tiny coins. And you might be holding a masterpiece crafted by mistake, a fortune disguised as a forgotten 10-cent piece. Believe it, treasure it, and let the story unfold. Would you like me to turn this dramatic tale into a YouTube or TikTok video script, complete with visual direction and narration cues? I'd love to help you share this story with the world. Let me know. The 1979 United States of America 1 dime, a coin minted with such precision, yet in rare instances, with the kind of errors and features that turn ordinary metal into million-dollar treasure. This dime is not just currency. It's a symbol of fate's strange and secret ways of choosing who gets touched by fortune. If you hold one of these, be warned. You may be holding the key to your destiny. Picture this. A coin minted in the Denver Mint in 1979, a year already rich with transition and ambition in America. Technology was on the rise. The economy was shifting, and the coin presses were working full throttle. In this high-pressure minting process, something fascinating can happen. A slight misalignment, a double strike, or a planchet error could occur. Flaws to the untrained eye, but golden opportunities to a numismatist. One such flawed dime with a rare feature could explode in value, lifting its humble 10-cent status into the millions. The 1979 D dime, as minted, was meant to be perfect. Sharp details, balanced weight, and no silver content due to composition changes made in the mid-1960s. But perfection is a myth, especially when millions of coins are flying through machines. And therein lies the secret. The rare dimes that escape the system with imperfections. These are the ones collectors dream about, the ones that are not just valuable but virtually priceless. Now imagine, just for a second, that your dime, yes, the one sitting in your drawer or old coin jar, has one of those flaws. Maybe it was struck on the wrong metal. Maybe Roosevelt's profile looks doubled, or the edge reads strangely. These aren't just small oddities. These are the signs of wealth disguised as quirks. In the right auction house, under the gaze of the right collectors, such a coin could fetch not hundreds or thousands, but millions of dollars. Let's not forget what drives the astronomical value of coins like this: rarity, condition, and story. A 1979 D dime that survived decades without a scratch, that possesses an error never meant to exist, becomes more than a coin. It becomes a once-in-a-lifetime artifact. And collectors, fueled by obsession and passion, will stop at nothing to claim such pieces. That's what can drive a simple dime into the millionaire's club. What makes the 1979 D dime even more powerful is its emotional appeal. To the average person, it's just 10 cents. But to someone in the know, it's a symbol. It's proof that the universe sometimes hides its blessings in plain sight. The most successful collectors are not just wealthy. They are attentive, curious, and willing to see what others overlook. If you have this coin, you may already be richer than you realize. You just haven't cashed it in yet. Consider the awe of presenting such a coin to a grading authority. If it's found to have a dramatic error, say a misprint, a wrong planchet, or an extraordinary strike, it could immediately become headline-worthy. Coin magazines, numismatic communities, even mainstream media would spotlight your find. You could become a national story, not just a coin owner. There's something incredibly poetic about how such a small object can carry so much potential. In a world obsessed with digital currencies and gold bars, the dime reminds us that value isn't about size. It's about story and scarcity. A dime with the right combination of flaw, preservation, and mystique can do what few assets can: change your life in a blink. Ask yourself, have you ever looked closely at your 1979 D-dime? Have you turned it under the light, checked its edges, studied Roosevelt's face? That's all it takes sometimes. That small act of curiosity can lead to a discovery worth a fortune. And you won't find this opportunity advertised. It won't shout at you. It waits patiently for you to notice. This coin could pay off mortgages, launch businesses, and erase debts. It could fund your child's future or sponsor a lifetime of dreams. That